Commander Jiwon Kim checked his screens for the 5th time. Something wasn't right. The blue planet below had just reached the space age. Their ship still used chemical rockets. These people should be excited to meet aliens, not— "Sir, we have— incoming," shouted Lieutenant Minji Lee. "Incoming what?" Jiwon asked, though he knew the answer would be bad. "Missiles, over 300 of them." Jiwon's tentacles turned pale. In his 30 years of first contact missions, no species had ever attacked on sight. "Activate standard greeting protocols, they must be confused." The human broadcast crackled through their speakers. "Unknown vessel, this is Earth Defense Force. You have violated Earth's airspace. Turn around now, or we will open fire." "But we haven't entered their atmosphere," mumbled Officer Seojin Park. "We're still outside their moon's orbit." "Don't they understand the universal greeting?" asked Minji. "Every species in the galaxy knows what our light pattern means." Jiwon watched as more missiles launched from the planet's surface. These humans had converted their entire nuclear arsenal and were firing everything at once. "Try the emergency frequency. Use their own language." Dr. Yoon adjusted the communicator. "People of Earth, we come in peace. We bring greetings from the Galactic Council. Please cease fire." The response was immediate and terrifying. "We don't care who you are, this is Earth space. Leave now." "Sir, their weapons are primitive but effective," reported Seojin. "Our shields can handle them, but they're overwhelming our defensive systems with sheer numbers." Captain Minseo Cho from the hangar deck called in. "Sir, they're not just firing missiles. They've launched some kind of kinetic projectile barrage. Millions of metal rods all targeting us." That's insane," Jiwon muttered. "No species would waste resources like that." The first nuclear warhead struck their shields, then another, and another. The shield readings began to drop. "Shields at 70%, called Seojin. 60%, 50%. "Sir, we need to leave," urged Minji. "Standard protocol says we retreat and report back to the council." But Jiwon couldn't move. He stared at his screens, watching this planet throw everything they had at his peaceful exploration vessel. These humans had detected his ship and immediately decided to attack. No warnings, no curiosity. Just pure, aggressive intent. "Sir, shields at 30%. Boost power to shields. I want to understand why they're—" The communication board exploded in sparks. Through the smoke, Officer Jinwon Seo shouted, "Sir, they're trying to board us!" "Board us? How?" "They've attached primitive spacecraft to our hull. They're cutting through." This was impossible. These humans were using chemical rockets to reach his advanced vessel and attempting to board during a firefight. The tactical officer reported, "Sir, they've also launched some kind of electromagnetic pulse weapons. Our systems are being disrupted." "Engineering to bridge," came another voice. "The humans who boarded us." General Hyungwon Choi looked at the map of space battles on his table. Red markers showed where Earth had destroyed alien ships. Blue markers showed where aliens had destroyed human ships. There were far more red markers. "How many today?" he asked Captain Jae-ho Yoon. 7. "Alien ships destroyed, sir. We lost 2 corvettes." Dr. Eunmi Song, Earth's head scientist, spoke up. "General, we finished analyzing the alien technology from yesterday's battle. Good news or bad news?" "Both. Their ships use plasma shields that can stop any energy weapon we have." But? Hyungwon raised an eyebrow. "They're terrible against physical objects moving really fast." Colonel Jinwoo Ryu laughed. "So we're back to shooting bullets at them?" "Not just bullets," Yoonmi grinned. "We took their plasma cannons and put them on our railguns. Now we're shooting superheated metal slugs at near light speed. Their shields—" "Don't know what to do." Admiral Sun Hee Park walked into the room. "The alien fleet just jumped in again, same formation as last time." "How many ships?" asked Hyungwon. 12. "They're broadcasting the same surrender demand. Put it through." The alien voice filled the room. "Primitive humans of Earth, you cannot win. Surrender now and join the Galactic Council peacefully." Hyungwon grabbed the microphone. "This is General Choi of Earth Defense. We've heard this speech before. Our answer is the same. No. You do not understand. We have technology beyond your imagination." "Yeah, we noticed. Thanks for the blueprints. Our engineers loved them. Static filled the channel as the aliens conferred. When they returned, their tone had changed. What blueprints? Yunmi stepped forward, smiling. Every time you shoot us, we record how your weapons work. Every time we destroy one of your ships, we take the pieces. You've been giving us free technology lessons. That's impossible. You're primitives. We're primitives, corrected Captain Minseo Cho. Now we're primitives with alien weapons. Thanks for the upgrade. The channel cut off abruptly. Red lights flashed throughout the command center. Enemy ships are charging weapons, reported Lieutenant Junyoung Wang. All of them, sir. Defensive positions, ordered Hyungwon, and activate the surprise. Engineer Youngsoo Kim spoke into his radio. Activating Project Backfire. On Earth's lunar base, weapon platforms that looked exactly like alien defense systems hummed to life. The enemy fleet fired its massive barrage of energy weapons at Earth. The beams struck the lunar platforms, which absorbed the energy and immediately fired it back. What's happening? Shouted Jae-ho through the chaos. We cloned their shield technology, explained Eunmi. Those platforms absorb energy attacks and redirect them. We're using their own weapons against them. The alien fleet scrambled to evade. Their own reflected attacks. 3 ships exploded when their own plasma beams hit them. Now, yelled Hyungwon. All ships attack formation Beta. Earth's fleet, a mix of original human designs and modified alien technology, surged forward. Each human ship carried weapons that made no sense. Alien shields powering human missiles. Human computers controlling alien energy cannons and nuclear warheads wrapped in alien hull metal. The battle was chaos. Human ships dove between alien formations, firing weapons that shouldn't work but somehow did. When aliens tried to jam communications, humans switched to light signals, then radio static patterns, then actual music with coded messages. Captain, Soo-Young-nam commanded the destroyer Earth's Vengeance. Their command ship is pulling back. Standard alien tactics say they'll try to regroup. Not on our watch, replied Soo-Young. All ships, ignore the retreating command vessel. Focus on their carriers? Sir, that's not standard military doctrine, noted her second officer. Nothing we do is standard anymore. We're making this up as we go. The human fleet broke apart into individual hunting groups. Each group targeted alien support ships while avoiding the heavily armed command vessel. Within an hour, the alien fleet had lost its carriers, support vessels, and half its fighters. Sir, the alien command ship is hailing us, reported communications officer Ji-won Oh Hyungwon, took the call personally. This is General Choi. Ready to surrender? The alien commander's voice shook with frustration. You fight like barbarians. You ignore all military logic. You use our own technology against us. You attack without strategy. Oh, we have strategy, Hyungwon smiled. You just can't understand it because you think like aliens. We think like humans. That's your problem. This war is not sustainable. You cannot continue. Watch us, Hyungwon cut him off. Every time you attack, we get stronger. Every time you try something new, we steal it and improve it. You started this war thinking we were simple primitives. Now you're losing because we're humans. The channel went dead. The alien fleet jumped away in full retreat. Hyungwon looked at his officers. How long until they come back? 3 days, maybe 5, estimated Sun Hee. Good. That gives us time to install those new weapons we built from yesterday's scrap. Eunmi grinned. You mean the ones that break physics? Those are my favorite kind. The Kyeokyu neutral station looked like a giant glass dome floating in deep space. Ambassador Sun Young Kang stepped through the airlock wearing her full Earth military dress uniform. Behind her, Colonel Jinwoo Ryu carried a briefcase in one hand and kept his other hand near his sidearm. Ma'am, should we really bring weapons to peace talks? Asked Lieutenant Haeun Seo. We're humans, Sun Young replied. We bring weapons everywhere. The alien delegation waited in the conference room. Ambassador Zixthal, the butterfly-like creature, who had led the first contact mission, fluttered his wings nervously. Next to him sat Commander Krekstar, a large rock-like being who represented the military. Welcome, humans, Zixthal began. We are pleased you accepted our invitation for peace. Cut the crap, Sun Young interrupted, dropping into her chair. You attacked us first, we kicked your butts, now you want to talk, so talk. Krextar's rocks ground together, making a noise like grinding stones. Your destruction of our fleets was unexpected. We underestimated your species. Yeah, we get that a lot, Colonel Jinwoo smirked. Before the shooting or after, Zixthal's wings changed colors rapidly. Please let us explain. The Galactic Council has protocols for first contact. Your response was unprecedented. Unprecedented? Sun Young raised an eyebrow. You showed up uninvited above our planet. With armed ships, what did you expect? We expected curiosity, questions, perhaps fear. Not nuclear missiles. Dr. Sunwoo. Oh, Earth's expert on alien languages leaned forward. Ambassador, your universal language isn't so universal. We've documented 17 different ways to say peace in your communications, and 12 of them sounded like threats to us. The universal language is, Zixthal started, is badly designed, Sunwoo interrupted. We've already created 3 languages specifically for talking to you based on mathematics, music, and smell. Want to try those? Krextar rumbled. This is impossible. The universal language has been used for thousands of years. Newsflash, said Jinwoo, pulling papers from his briefcase. Your 1,000-year-old language has major design flaws. Also, these are the schematics for your shield systems. Thanks for those, by the way. The alien delegates examined the papers and began vibrating, and what humans had learned was shock. Where did you get these? Zixthal asked. Every time you shot at us, we shot back. Every time we blew up one of your ships, we studied the pieces. You're like high school physics teachers, but instead of homework, you give us actual technology. A small robot rolled into the room, carrying refreshments. It stopped at the human side of the table, offering coffee in paper cups. Ah, finally, Sun Young said, taking a cup. She sipped and made a face. This coffee is terrible. It is synthesized according to specifications in our database, the robot explained. Hold on, said Lieutenant Soyeon Han, pulling out a small device. Let me fix this. She pointed the device at the coffee maker, which lit up and began making new sounds. What are you doing? Krextar bellowed. I'm upgrading your coffee maker with alien tech we borrowed. It'll taste much better now. The machine produced fresh coffee. Sun Young tried it and smiled. Perfect. See? We improve everything we touch. Zixthal's wings drooped. You modified station equipment without permission? We're humans, Jinwoo shrugged. We modify everything. Your shields, your weapons, your coffee makers. Nothing is off limits. This is madness, Krextar rumbled. You cannot simply take our technology and… Watch us, Sun Young cut him off. Here's the deal. Stay out of human space, and we'll stay out of your wars. Simple. But the Galactic Council, Zixthal began, can go jump in a black hole, Jinwoo finished. We're not interested in your council, your rules, or your universal anything. Dr. Sunwoo added, actually, we've been working on a better system. We're calling it the Human Standard Language. It's based on swear words and sarcasm, much clearer than your version. This is outrageous, Krextar's rocks began glowing red. You cannot… Alarms suddenly blared throughout the station. Red lights flashed. What now? Sun Young sighed. A new voice crackled over the intercom. All delegates to emergency stations. Unknown hostile forces approaching. Multiple contacts. This is not a drill. The aliens froze in panic. The humans immediately pulled out weapons and communication devices. Jinwoo, call home base, Sun Young ordered. Tell them we're under attack and need backup. Ma'am, these might be more hostile aliens, Hyun pointed out. Perfect, Sun Young said, loading her pistol. We can test these new shield modifications we've been working on. Zixthal watched in horror as the humans, instead of seeking shelter, prepared for battle. What are you doing? What we always do, Jinwoo grinned, checking his rifle. We fight. Whether it's you, these new aliens, or whoever shows up next. That's what humans do. The station shook as the first enemy attack hit. The aliens cowered, under the table. The humans charged toward the nearest airlock, ready for another fight. Captain Yu Jung-nam watched her screens as chaos erupted around the station. The peaceful meeting had turned into a battlefield in seconds. "What are we looking at?" she asked her sensor officer. "Unknown ships, Captain," replied Officer Min Jae-do. "Not like anything in our database. They're bigger than council ships and they're attacking everyone." Through the station's windows, Yu Jung could see massive black ships opening fire. Their weapons cut through both human and alien vessels like butter through bread. "Captain, the council ship Harmonic Peace just lost shields," reported Lieutenant Hyunwoo Jung. "They're not going to make it." Yu Jung watched the alien ship taking hit after hit. These were the same aliens who had attacked Earth first, the same ones who thought humans were primitive. "Orders, Captain?" asked her first officer, Commander Soman Park. Yu Jung grabbed the comm. "All Earth ships, this is Captain Nam. Those council bastards started this whole war, but right now we've got bigger problems. New contacts are firing on everyone. Protect the council ships." "Ma'am?" Soman looked confused. "But they're our enemies." "They were our enemies 2 minutes ago. Right now they're allies against whatever those things are." The human fleet, which had been keeping distance from council ships, suddenly changed course. Small human fighters dove between the massive alien attackers and council vessels, taking hits meant for their former enemies. "This is insane," muttered Engineering Officer Kyung-Soo Lee. "Welcome to human logic." Yu Jung grinned. "Get me a channel to that butterfly ambassador." "Ambassador Zixthal here," came the shaky reply. "Why are you helping us?" "Because you're not the bad guys anymore." "Who are these new aliens?" "The Devourer Swarm, ancient enemy of all life. If they win here, both our species are finished." Yu Jung nodded. "Understood. Can your ships support our fighter squadrons?" "Yes, but no buts. War now, politics later." "Lee, get me tactical analysis of these Devourers." "Already working on it, Captain. Their ships use crystalline armor. Our weapons barely scratch them. On the battlefield, human ships took devastating losses trying to protect council vessels. But something strange happened. Where human weapons failed, human creativity shined." "Captain, Engineering Officer Jinsu Wan here. I have an idea." "Go ahead, Wan." "These Devourer ships eat energy. Our weapons feed them, but council weapons are different. If we can modify, do it, whatever it takes." Within minutes, human technicians were connecting council weapon systems to human power. Supplies. The combination created something neither species had seen before. Lieutenant Aryam Choi reported from the front line. "Captain, the modification worked. Human council hybrid weapons are cutting through Devourer armor." "All ships implement Wan's modifications immediately," Yu Jung ordered. "And someone tell those council rookies how to do proper evasive maneuvers." On the council command ship, Ambassador Zixthal watched in amazement as humans coordinated both fleets like a single unit. "They're mixing our weapons with theirs," his tactical officer reported. "It shouldn't work, but it does." "Nothing humans do should work," Zixthal replied. "That's what makes them dangerous, and apparently, what makes them invaluable allies." The battle raged for hours. Human ships, many barely holding together, continued their impossible dance between Devourer fire and council vessels. They took hits that should have destroyed them, yet kept fighting. "Captain, we're down to 17% hull integrity," Commander Soman reported. "We'll hold," Yu Jung said firmly. "Dispatch, get me Admiral Dong-ho Kim on priority channel." "Admiral here. How's the coordination going?" "The council ships can't match our speed, but they've got firepower. We've got them covered, but we need boarding teams for the Devourer flagships." "Boarding teams?" The Admiral paused. "You want to board those monsters?" "Someone has to, and we're the only ones crazy enough to try." On the station, Colonel Jinwoo heard the call for boarding volunteers. Without hesitation, he grabbed his gear. "You can't be serious," said Ambassador Sun Young. "Those things are killing everyone. Humans, aliens, doesn't matter. Time to show them what happens when you mess with sentience." Jinwoo led a mixed team of human marines and alien warriors onto the closest Devourer ship. The interior was wrong, organic. and mechanical at the same time, like technology grown instead of built. Remember, he told the team, these things react to energy weapons, use physical attacks and explosives. The boarding party fought through the ship, aliens and humans covering each other. When council warriors fell, humans grabbed them. When humans were overwhelmed, alien soldiers stepped in. "The central core is ahead," reported a council soldier through translated comms. "Then let's finish this," Jinwoo replied. Together, they planted modified explosives, human charges surrounded by alien tech that amplified the blast. The Devourer ship convulsed and died. Outside, watching the massive enemy ship fall, Captain Yujung opened all channels. "All ships, human and council. The boarding team succeeded. Let's finish them off." The combined fleet surged forward with renewed energy. Human ingenuity and council firepower finally found the right balance. The Devourer swarm, facing united resistance for the first time in centuries, began to retreat. "They're jumping away," Somin reported. "Let them go," Yujung decided. "We've proved our point." The Grand Chamber of the Galactic Council never saw gatherings like this. Every member species had sent their highest representatives. And for the first time in 3,000 years, they were here to welcome a new member rather than condemn one. Ambassador Sun-Young Kang walked through the massive doors, followed by her usual crew. The other ambassadors watched nervously as she approached the central platform. After their recent battle together, nobody was quite sure how to handle humans anymore. "Ambassador Sun-Young," began High Counselor Trexnar, "on behalf of the Galactic Council, we formally invite Earth to join our Union of Worlds." "We accept," Sun-Young replied without hesitation. "With conditions." A ripple of concern passed through the Council. Nobody made conditions when joining. "What conditions?" asked Trexnar carefully. Sun-Young pulled out a datapad. "Human space stays under human law. We keep all our weapons, especially the ones we built from your tech. No surprise inspections. And your food replicators need serious upgrades before we'll use them." "These demands are unprecedented," began a serpent-like ambassador. "So are humans," interrupted Colonel Jinwoo from behind Sun-Young. "You started a war with us because we didn't follow your protocols. Now you want us to follow more protocols?" Zixthal, the butterfly ambassador who had survived first contact, fluttered forward. "Perhaps we should discuss this privately." "No," said Sun-Young firmly. "We're done with private talks that end with someone shooting at us. Everything public from now on." Dr. Sun Woo-Oh stepped forward with another datapad. "We've also prepared some improvements to Galactic Standard Language. Your version has 47 critical ambiguities that led to our war. We fixed them." "You fixed our language?" rumbled a rock-being ambassador. "We fix everything," shrugged Captain Minseo Cho. "It's what humans do." Trexnar consulted with other counselors. After much discussion, he returned to the podium. "Your conditions are acceptable. Welcome to the Galactic Council." "Great," said Sun-Young. "Now about your stations. The life support is terrible, the coffee machines are ancient, and don't get me started on your weapon targeting systems." "What's wrong with our targeting systems?" asked a crystalline delegate. "Engineer." Young-Soo Kim pulled out his tools. "They're too slow, watch this." He approached the station's defense console and began working on it. Sparks flew, alarms beeped, other council members scattered. "What is he doing?" shrieked someone. "Upgrading," explained Sun-Young calmly. "Your systems take 3 seconds to lock on target. Young-Soo just got it down to 0.2 seconds, much better." The targeting system hummed to life with new efficiency. Test targets appeared on screen and were instantly marked. "Impossible," muttered the weapons specialist from the Krextar species. "With humans, nothing's impossible," said Lieutenant Junyoung Wang. "We've already improved 17 of your standard technologies this week." Months later, the integration continued to surprise everyone. Human tourists visited alien worlds and accidentally revolutionized their infrastructure. Human engineers took one look at problems that had stumped alien scientists for decades and solved them over lunch. On the council station, Administrator Krixtal kept a log of human incidents. Day 47. Human child fixes quantum processor that's been broken for 6 years. Claims it was obvious. Day 53. Human chef creates new food that's addictive to 17 species. Council cafeteria now has waiting list. Day 67. Human doctor cures a disease considered incurable. Used method called try everything and see what works. Day 72. Human mechanics modify station's power core. Energy output increases by 300%. Safety regulations unclear. Day 89. Human artists. Paint station's main corridor, claim it needed color. Council receives 400 requests for similar upgrades. The biggest surprise came during routine diplomatic sessions. Other species still couldn't understand human negotiation tactics. You want to trade what? Asked the serpent delegate during trade talks. Simple, explained Ambassador Sun Young. You give us mining rights to System Crex 7. We give you our new shield harmonics that block 99% of dark matter interference. But those shields couldn't exist. The mathematics, math's more like guidelines than actual rules, interrupted Dr. Sunwoo. Want the blueprints or not? The most famous incident became known as the beer catalyst event. During a council meeting, human representatives brought beer to share. 3 different alien species got drunk for the first time in their history. The resulting philosophical discussions led to scientific breakthroughs that advanced galactic civilization by an estimated 200 years. Admiral Dong Ho Kim observed it all from Earth. Sir, reports say the council members now keep a special alert for human activities, reported his aide. What kind of alert? When humans say, hold my beer, or watch this, they evacuate all non-essential personnel. Dong Ho laughed. Probably. Wise. 6 months after integration, the Council published its first amendment to member species protocols, the Human Exception Clause. It stated that when humans appeared to be breaking the laws of physics, common sense, or diplomatic protocol, standard responses should be suspended and observer safety prioritized. Zixthal, now the liaison for human affairs, summarized it perfectly. In his personal log, humans are the most terrifying and valuable addition to our council in history. They break everything, fix everything, and somehow make everything better. I simultaneously fear for and trust in the future of the galaxy with them in it. The universe would never be the same. And honestly, it was probably better that way. Not trying to take control. They're planting explosives. Jiwan's tentacles went rigid. Explosives on our ship? Yes, sir. Crude nuclear devices. They don't care if they die, they just want to destroy us. The shields dropped to 15%. More missiles kept coming. The humans on Earth weren't just fighting back, they were trying to capture his technology while simultaneously destroying his ship. Full power to engines, Jiwan ordered. Get us out of here. As the ship pulled away from Earth, the explosives the human boarding party had planted detonated. The harmonious understanding shook violently. Emergency lights flashed red. Damage report, Jiwan called out. Hull breaches on decks 4 through 7. We lost the secondary sensor array. And, sir. What? The humans who boarded us. Before they detonated the explosives, they stole some of our equipment. Our scanning logs show they took shield generators, weapons components, and computer cores. Jiwan slumped in his command chair. These humans had attacked without provocation, damaged his ship, stolen their technology, and forced them to retreat. All within 20 minutes of first contact. His mission logs would read unlike anything in Council history. In 3,000 years of Riddle exploration, they had never encountered a species that immediately chose war over curiosity. As his ship limped away from the Sol system, Jiwan began writing his report. The Council would need to know about these humans. They were unlike anything the galaxy had ever seen. Sir, what do we tell the Council? Asked Minji. Jiwan looked at his damaged ship and thought about the humans who had smiled on their radio frequencies even while firing nuclear weapons. Tell them we found a species that doesn't follow the rules. Tell them humans don't care about first contact protocols. And their threat level? Jiwan watched Earth shrink on his view screen. Maximum.